streaming. Bada boom, bada bing. We should be live. Welcome everybody to the
Hello.
Excuse me, the Pals Podcast. This is
Yes, sir.
the Pals Podcast live. Just trying to get back into the groove of things.
Yeah,
You know,
it's been a minute, Luke.
yeah, it's been a few
minute.
been a few weeks. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure we're live here. Okay, I see it here.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, it's been a few weeks, so we're trying to get back into the groove of things, and here we are, though. You know.
Yeah. No, we went on.
Got to
a little
start
hiatus,
somewhere. You know. Got to start back somewhere. Well, you know, I went to Indy, and then.
Yeah, as I say, it was for sure. I mean,
just
it was
a few things
for
happened.
reasons, you know.
You know, a few things happened.
Sickness.
Everybody got sick. Everybody, you know. Yeah.
Still dealing with sickness.
Holidays, obviously, like we said, but holidays are coming up. How's your
Christmas?
Yeah, but say you got any plans for Christmas, Drew? Or
No, we're gonna probably do the same thing, man.
going to the families, or are you just hanging out at the house?
Of course. Well, no, both. So Christmas Day, we're gonna go to my dad's.
Ohio.
And then actually, it's so funny. Yeah, no. West Side.
Oh, West Side. Okay.
Yeah. But no, yeah, it's me and my sister were actually just talking today about that. We were asking if we were gonna go there or not for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Because last time it was just a little
awkward,
a little boring. It was a lot. Yeah.
I get it.
I'll talk to you
it's
more
like
about
as you get older, it's one of those things where people don't see eye to eye, and there's a lot of different things that factor into like families getting together as you get older, especially as people get spouses and you know, have other branches, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like one of those things too. It's like you can't spend too much time with people, man. Like that's the thing. It's like we're all used to like being like you're used to being with Megan and Mia, and you guys are used to doing your thing. You know what I mean? So when you spend too much time with like other people who are used to doing other things, eventually somebody's gonna get annoyed, and somebody's, you know what I mean? Somebody's gonna be like, all right, I'm ready to get the fuck away from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We love our family, but
that's how I feel. I mean, truly, you know, it's like once you spend so much time with your family, you're like, all right, I'm good. It's good to see you, but deuces.
But so right after my dad's, basically, we're gonna do like wait a few hours, and then we're gonna have Christmas at our house. So basically, all my brothers, and then my mom's side, pretty much.
Okay, so you guys are all doing it at your guys' house.
Yep, I think we're gonna keep with this tradition of this is my house, since it's kind of, you know, it's all right.
Is that what you did last? Meeting point. Is that what you did last year? Really?
Yep. And I think the year before. Did we do it the year before? Yeah, I think we did it the year before.
I mean, you might as well at that point then.
No. It's nice. It's good to host.
Did you have any? I mean, I you know, it's one of those things.
Once a year.
Yeah, you
know.
It's just having to clean everything up and just deal with all the bullshit.
Well, I mean,
you got to clean everything up. you got to prepare everything and clean everything up.
Well, that's the thing about preparing. We kind of throw in our own food. You know what I'm saying? Bring your own food.
So that's different though, you know, because it's like if you're hosting though, you're preparing a whole spread.
I'm sorry. You know I'm providing the house. There you go.
Fair enough. It's a potluck.
And the entertainment.
It's a potluck essentially. Yeah. Everybody bring their own food. We'll all throw it together. I hear you. Yeah. No. Yeah. You know, we're just gonna be hanging out around the house. We might try to drive around, see if there's any lights or something like that around, but we don't really got nothing going on. We're gonna kind of try to, you know, extend Christmas as long as possible during the day, you know, during Christmas. Like as far as like presents for Kendra, she wants to kind of like open them up throughout the day.
Bodie.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you. Even though he probably doesn't know what the fuck's going on, but
I mean, honestly, bro, like we sent my parents like a few things, like ideas, you know, sent them like literally like $200-$300 damn near worth of shit, dude. And literally like the next day, bro, we were getting Amazon packages of all the shit Erica sent. Me and Erica were like, what the fuck? They literally bought everything on his Christmas list that was on his Christmas list. Well, I told Erica, I was like, we don't have anything to buy him now, which I'm not mad about because, I mean, cash out,
dude,
you know, the other one, but cash out a little bit on the other one.
Lucky, tell your, hey, man, you want to throw in something for me, you know?
Nah,
hey, we also need a.
He still got to give me some money. He still got to give me some money.
It's like Bodie needs a new computer.
Yeah, Bodie needs a new computer.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Yeah, no, So yeah, I was gonna say though. So how's the snow been out there? I heard it. What did you guys get a lot? I'm assuming not.
No,
I was
not
about
at
to
all.
say it always says that there's supposed to be a lot, then you end up getting like an inch or two,
And we're supposed to be getting some tonight. I heard.
you know when you'll probably get a lot of snow is January, February.
Oh yeah.
That's when
Always.
it'll start
There's always
hitting.
Yeah.
Now,
But
I will say it seems like it's been colder earlier this year. Like
It did.
it actually has. When we were in Indy, we looked at the obviously the weather every day, and you could see like like what it was last year or what it was the previous few years compared to like what it is this year, and there was a big difference, like 14-degree difference, like colder.
It's back to the
Tundra.
90s. Fucking winter, bro.
Yeah, the tundras.
That's what it's back to. But luckily, it's so crazy. So we were thinking, Mia's, they're going to probably, e-learning day, whatever. But they didn't. But Megan ended up getting an email from them saying, Mia's whole class is sick.
Really?
Every student is sick, and then some of the teachers.
What the fuck?
They're like, you're more than welcome to come in if you want, but I mean, we're pretty much just gonna disinfect the whole place.
I say at that point you might as well. I mean, it's just not. I mean, what's the point?
Of course, no, yeah. So
send her into a cesspool.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's legitimately she'll probably come home sick at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
so funny. Like, yep, everyone, all the students. Like, what?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like this time of the year, it seems like everybody gets. I mean, even down here in Florida, it's starting to get a little cold, man. It was 48 degrees when we woke up this morning. It's 62 right now. I mean, that's not warm by any means. It's not cold, but it's not.
When I was, I don't know if you watched the Falcons and Buccaneers.
I did up to a certain point, and I just ended up passing out because I was fucking tired.
Me too. Halftime.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, dude, me too. Because I was like,
went upstairs.
Bro, I was like Tampa's gonna win. I ended up just passing out, and Tampa fucking lost, dude. I woke up, I was like, Kirk Cousins, fucking old ass, really pulled it out.
Yeah, man.
Fuck Kirk Cousins, dude. He's actually people have shit on him a lot, but he's a lot better than that fucking other quarterback they got back there. That Phoenix or something like that. His name is Michael Phoenix. Yep. He's been in the league. I've never heard of this dude. He's been in the league for like 6 years. Do you know that?
Has he always played?
I have no idea. I've never heard of him. It's like, who the fuck is this guy?
I've never. But just watching that game, I know you see how many flags there were. That coach, the Falcons coach,
bro, he was cracking me up, bro. He threw his hands up. When literally they finally got a fucking penalty, bro. I was cracking up. They finally got a penalty, and I seen him. He was just like, I was dying. I'm like, yeah, that's how it be, man. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm just happy that the Chiefs aren't doing too hot this year.
Oh, of course. Oh, I think everyone is.
Yeah.
Well, everyone who's, not a Chiefs fan. But,
well, yeah.
Yeah. I'm so glad. I got tired.
I mean, dude, and like Travis Kelce's he's not good. He's not good, dude. He was always a mediocre guy, like as far as like a tight end. But it's like the only reason he kind of got to stardom was just because of Patrick Mahomes, and they started kind of correlating those two together. And then obviously you put Taylor Swift in the mix, and then it
just turned into a whole
frenzy
thing that it never should have became.
Never. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but hey, news, about the Colts. Phillip Rivers, what's your thoughts?
Oh
man.
man.
What are you thinking, man?
What
do you him coming out?
I hope Phillip and his 10 kids do great, man. He's got a whole. He's building a whole. I was reading a fucking comment, and somebody said he's building a whole football team and cheerleading squad.
Yeah, I seen that.
Like this motherfucker's got 10 kids. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
like
it's insane.
But like this is the difference, right? Like we're normal people, Drew. You and I are normal people, so we can't imagine when you have money, bro. Like when you're rich. Oh. Yeah. Having 10 kids is like having, like, for a normal person, having like 2 kids. You know what I mean? Because it's like you just have nannies and shit that take care of them. Like not saying that they're bad parents, but like that's just the reality of rich people. They got money, so they can just pay people to take care of their kids and clean their house, and it's the truth. No, I mean, the Colts alone, bro. I bet he's making. I told my dad. I said they're probably paying $500,000 to $1 million to finish the season. If he makes it to the,
I was gonna guess on
now if they're and they probably said if we make it to the playoffs, you're gonna get they get a bonus. He probably gets incentives. Obviously, you make it to the playoffs, make it to the make it past the wild card, you get another $100,000. Make it to the divisional, you'll get we'll give you 250. Obviously fat bonuses. It's the fucking NFL, and Phillip Rivers is he's so old. Now, one thing that is going to be resetting, they said, is his Hall of Fame time clock. So basically, what that means is he was eligible for the Hall of Fame, but he was like, I guess he's like on the verge of getting in.
Yeah.
So they said this is going to benefit him if he's able to push the Colts into the playoffs. Even into the playoffs, it's going to benefit him because it's like one more playoff run that goes under his belt. So it's going to push him, closer to getting into the Hall of Fame actually in 5 more years now. I mean, he's going to have to wait until 2030 now, but fuck it, he'll be 49. Oh,
exactly. Well. I don't think
most people don't even retire till fucking 70 nowadays.
Well, another thing I was looking up too, what's the last year Brett Favre was in the NFL?
Who?
Brett Favre.
Yeah. Last year. Fuck, I was like 2011, 2009.
So you're close.
2009.
You're better than me. For some reason, I kept on thinking like 2013, 2012.
What was it?
2010.
2010. Okay, yeah. I was about to say right around that 20. Yeah, literally, I said 2009, 2011. So yeah, right around that fucking. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. My dad was the biggest Brett Favre fan. That's the only reason I know. I followed him for a while.
I got you.
We watched Brett Favre's games all the time at my house.
Motherfucker's like 57 right now.
Yeah, he had a whole thing. I don't know. He had a whole thing with
Yeah, like a scandal or something.
Yeah, some sort of scandal or something.
That fell off fast, though. You didn't really hear much.
But I say it's always...
You heard it happen, and then...
Yeah, it's always something with, like I said, people with money, man. That's what they always say. Once you got money, it's easy to get more, because you can pay people to do shit, and you know what I mean? And then that produces more money, and it's just like, it's trying to get to that point, you know what I mean? That's the real challenge.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's I'm excited because Christmas is coming up, man. It's gonna be it's always nice when Christmas comes around. It's quiet around here, unfortunately, you know what I mean. But like we had the option to like go to Indy for Christmas this year or Thanksgiving, and we just did Thanksgiving.
I hear you.
Just because it's like, dude, how weird would it be not being at your house for Christmas?
I mean, it would be, yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
It's really weird.
It's like houses.
You want to be home, with and especially you got a newborn, so yeah, it's
important for sure.
Yeah.
Especially first year.
Yeah, you guys got any other than the Christmas tree? Got any other festive?
We got like some garland. I don't know if you can see. It's like over there. It's blurry.
Okay.
But
yes, it's fine. Okay, you're gonna show it anyway.
Yeah, might as well. There's just it runs all the way. You know what I mean? It like runs that way. With that. They try to, but I mean,
but we handle that real fast.
They get thrown. Nah, Hazel's the only one that really jumps up there, and she'll just get sprayed off.
I got you.
It's not too bad though. That's pretty much it, man. Like. Our ceilings are super tall. Like, we got like 15, 16-foot ceilings. So it's like, I have to get on a fucking ladder just to hang. I'm not about to do that shit inside, bro.
Of course. No, I hear you.
I'm not doing that shit outside. I'm not doing that shit inside. Yeah, no. Usually we do a lot more. We usually put a lot more up, but
just all we got up is just the tree and a little garland on a fucking the window.
We always like Christmas lights in the house. It just, when it's like nighttime, you don't have to have any lights on. You can have Christmas lights on. It looks a little bit more festive. It just looks better, It's like those outdoor, like patio areas that have like lights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The like bulb lights. I like those. Eric and I both like those a lot. They look good,
Give off a nice setting.
It's just a good vibe,
Yeah.
Set the tone, if you will.
Have you seen anything about Elon Musk lately?
I actually did see he's back in Trump's inner circle, quote unquote.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I seen that they're not collaborating, but they're talking. And I guess I think the EU is fining him like $150 million or something.
I've seen that. Yes, I've seen that
and
too.
Trump said something about it. Trump said, "Yeah, he hasn't called me about it." He said, "But I think that the EU better, rethink things." He said, "I think that they're becoming not great."
Trump, they're not great. Not great.
Yeah,
people.
he's hilarious, man. What do you think about all that? Really? Did you see all the drug smuggling boat?
Oh, of course, dude. I keep seeing them. Yeah.
Did you see the most recent stuff? The Democrats just released more footage of more photos of Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes.
Bro, what?
I mean,
they
Epstein,
keep just
Trump,
pushing this.
That's what I'm saying. This is the thing, though. This is my thing. You know damn well they've had this the whole time.
Why do they
They're
just
literally
keep
just playing a game?
They just keep pushing it out,
right.
pushing it out.
They're just like, all right, we're gonna throw this card down. All right, we'll see what happens. That's all it is. They have all the information right there, but it's all a game to them, man.
If they actually had something on Trump, they would already release it.
Of course, yeah.
Why would they hold it back? What's the point?
Of course, they're just
hate
showing
him.
photos.
I mean, they hate him so much. Yeah, they even got Bill Clinton in there, bro. Like that ain't making them look better. That motherfucker's a Democrat.
It's just a game.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't know.
That's what sucks, Yes. I don't know, man. Like it really like I'm not trying to deep dive into this, but like Eric and I talk about this sometimes, but it just like makes you worried for the future, man, because it's just, what's going to happen is just we're going to get a Democrat in there next. And then, I hope not, obviously, but I think we'll get a Democrat in because it's history repeats itself. Everything that Trump just is building up is going to get tore back down, and it's just going to be a nonstop cycle until the United States breaks or there's a civil war. I mean, because the economy is already. You think
there will be? You think there'll be?
I think there will eventually. Yeah, like I'm not saying in the next 5 years, 10 years, but maybe in 20 years. When we're older. When you and I are like 50, 60, like you might see it, yeah. I mean, the government's not going in a good direction. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like how it is right now, like I fuck with Trump, and I tell Eric, obviously I fuck with Trump. Everybody knows that, but like at the end of the day, bro, like he's pushing a lot of people into corners that when he's not the president anymore, I told Erica, people are gonna retaliate, dude. Like countries are gonna take advantage of America. And who's going to pay?
If the right person.
You and I.
Or if the wrong person gets in.
You and I. We're going to pay. We're going to be paying because they're going to fucking be taxing the fuck out of America. And we're going to have then all of a sudden, all this shit. Dude, I got a dude in Canada that I used to play WoW with all the time. I played with him for like 7 years now. And I actually text him. Like we text each other and shit. Like,
yeah.
So it's like, he tells me about what's going on in Canada. And he was actually just telling me like two or 3 days ago. Hold on, let me actually read this verbatim. Because it's just crazy, It's crazy to hear from somebody who's not in the same country as you. Mm-hmm. He goes, me and my girl want to move anywhere at this moment, but everywhere in Canada right now is fucked, bro. Most of BC, British Columbia, is getting their land reclaimed by the bands. So I don't know what that means. He goes, by the bans, and people can't even renew mortgages and shit. Canada's real fucked up right now. Motherfucker put us, and I'm pretty sure he's talking about United States. Motherfucker put us in a $61 billion deficit. Now the Canadian government is telling Canadians to expect to spend $600 more on groceries per month in the coming months/years, and cutting over 200,000 jobs, plus all the ban shit reclaiming the lands. So I don't know what that means exactly, but that's kind of crazy,
You said the Vans with a V?
Bands, Bands, like almost like a band, like guitar.
Oh, bands. Okay, I got you. Weird. I wonder what that is. Yeah, I wonder what
look that up. For. I'm not sure, but isn't that kind of interesting to hear?
It is.
He lives in British Columbia. He's from like Saskatchewan or whatever. You know what I mean? He's from like
British Columbia. Is that west?
Yeah, that's west. Yeah, he's from like He's from like middle Canada, and then he moved out west Canada. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. You know what I mean? Because it's interesting to hear because that's what he said. $61 billion. Bro, they're expecting $600 more per month, Drew. Like they're going to be paying $600 per month.
That is insane.
And they're cutting
For
jobs.
What, though?
Because they're in such a deficit. So they just have to pay more. I mean, it's essentially, you know what it is? It's extortion. It's government extortion. They're making everybody pay more because they're in a deficit.
Well, hey, what you gonna do? You gonna move the country?
I know, but you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what you do? You know what you do, Drew? You become a 51st state.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, tell me that wouldn't go ahead and solve everything, though.
But that will never happen, bro.
I understand, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you want to solve the problem?
Of course.
United States would just funnel money in there, and you're good.
So in Canada, a band is a legal and government term for a primary unit, First Nations people.
So there you go.
So like
Indians.
Native American. Yeah, Indians. Yeah.
So Indians are reclaiming their
Or
land.
Native
then.
Americans, but yeah, yep. It's interesting.
And like people can't even renew their mortgages and shit, bro, because of that.
That's that's a little fucked up, but hey, man, with the natives, you can't really argue there if they're reclaiming their land back.
I mean, at that point, you got to go kill them if that's what it comes down to.
That's what I said. This is what it turns into.
But I say if it comes down to it, I mean, tell me. So somebody comes to your house, Drew, and says, "This is my land. You need to leave."
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is so.
No, you're on Native American. That's what I'm saying. You're on Native American. Like, you're on Native American thing. But you're on Native American land, Drew, right now. Yeah. Hypothetical.
Yeah, of course. No, I am.
And 15 of them show up at your house and say, "You need to get the fuck out. This is our house now. We're reclaiming this land."
We're gonna redo the fucking.
Do you pull your gun out and start shooting?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying, though? You're going to say, no, fuck you. You're not taking shit from me.
But, hey, I'm just...
You see what I'm saying,
Drew? Yeah.
You got to put yourself in the situation, too. You're like, I get where you're coming from. That's cool. But do you pay every month here? No, I do.
Oh. You're going to have to take that up with someone else.
You better take... If you're going to take it up with me, we're going to be shooting or we're going to be fighting. Yeah. Probably shooting if there's 15 versus 1, but...
I don't know if they vote or how they vote.
But no, basically they're just reclaiming it. So essentially the government's saying, hey, it's good. You guys are good. Go take it.
And there you go. And that's where you need to stand your ground then.
See, so there you go. You put that's your 2 cents, Drew. So you would stand your ground in that situation. I would do the same fucking thing. I would say, you want to come over here and take my shit?
The one that wins.
Good luck.
Yeah, say, hey.
Good luck.
That's where it comes down to it.
Come try. You know what I mean? We'll see who wins. But yeah, I mean, it really just comes down to that. But see, then you almost become like a third world country, you know?
You think? Like, what do you mean?
There's no police. Well, by somebody literally saying, "Hey, that's my house now."
Yeah.
It's in international waters. No, you're not a pirate. You can't just come into somebody's house and say, "I'm taking over your house." You can't do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It just doesn't work. You can, yeah, but it just doesn't work like that, right? Like, you're going to get shot. You're going to get fucked up. Like, you better hope that you can take on that person you're about to try to take over.
Yeah. Megan asked me a question the other day. I mean, it's random, but she said, which one's worse? I mean, it's something to think about, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
But which one's worse? It's nothing like that. Yeah, which one's worse, pirates or Vikings? Which ones were like the more vicious, you know?
Probably Vikings.
That's what I said.
Because Vikings are more accessible, like, in the sense of they're on land, so there's more people on land than there is in the sea. Yeah. So they're gonna come across more people, so they're gonna fuck more people up. And, to be blunt, and I'm not even going to use the word, but, pillage villages.
Oh, I was like, what are you... Like,
I don't want to use the word on YouTube, you know what I mean?
I got you.
But they're gonna pillage villages and of course, not Vikings, but pirates would do the same thing, but put to ships. But you get what I'm saying, Drew? Like, there's more villages than you're gonna come across more villages than you are ships. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
The ocean is so fucking vast. Like there's so much shit.
Can you just imagine being a
Excuse me.
pirate back then?
You know, it
Fucking
would
you're
be.
just at sea, it just
I
stinks.
think it would be. I was gonna say I think it would be cool, but at the same time it would suck because like, dude, if you get any type of like anything wrong with you, like, bro, you're just on the bottom of the deck
you're
dying.
fucked. Yeah. Yeah, and they throw
it.
you overboard, even if
Yeah.
you're not even dead all the way.
Like I don't know, bro. I wouldn't do it. I would never become a pirate personally. Like I'd probably just work as like a fucking blacksmith or something back in the day. You know.
Is that what you do back then? Yeah.
I don't. You know what I mean? Like whatever.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, I welded, so it's like, you know, it's not
Yeah.
too far out of the. It's working with hot shit and metal and
I'd work at your
at the mill.
general store. Your general store.
Yeah, it's fucking
know.
anvil.
Yeah.
Drew on the anvil.
Yeah. I'd be the guy at the counter.
You'd be the guy in the back with the fucking apron on,
Yeah, there you go. No. Let's be
smacking
real,
the metal.
I'd be in the field.
I don't know. Would you be in the field? I don't know.
There's two ways they would think of it. Man, this is a blessing, or nah, this is fucking crazy. And
But like back then, they didn't, bro. You're talking Vikings days. Like, what do you bring to the table? Is how I look at it. What are you gonna do for me? If you were coming to my tribe, I'd be like, can this dude fight? Is this dude brutal enough? You know what I mean?
loyal.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'd be looking for.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, what is this dude gonna do for me? How is he gonna make my group better? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you, dude. I heard Vikings used to fucking make their teeth pointier.
Yeah, so
Used
they
to,
can bite.
chip at their fucking it's insane.
So like, think
Can you
about it.
imagine doing that?
You just take like these two and just.
That's
I mean, you know what, Drew?
savages.
No, I couldn't imagine doing it. But at the same time, if we're talking about that many years ago, I mean, we're talking about.
Well, yeah.
I don't even know what
back
year
then,
that is. It's like 1200s. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I would say 13, 14.
Like not like
even
BC or AD or
1500s.
anything, but like it's like
Like
yeah,
15 I
1500s.
think 1500s is a good.
So like, I would do it if that was my way of life. Yeah, I would do it. Cause think of it. Are you going to impress a girl, bro? You're surviving, brother. You know what I mean? You don't got a wife and kids. That's not a life that you're gonna live. You're gonna die, probably in the next 2 to 5 years. You know what I mean? Like, hell yeah, bro. If I'm gonna sharpen my teeth and fucking get an advantage. If I can bite a motherfucker's neck off, I'm gonna do it.
Ooh, bite his neck too. Yeah, that's how you. Yeah, easy.
Especially if they were on my like about to kill me or something. Oh yeah, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I would. I'd be fish hooking motherfuckers.
Oil checking and all.
Sharpening my nails. Yeah. Yeah. You ever seen the movie Gangs in New York? Stop.
I'll
You ever
never
seen the movie
forget.
Gangs in New York.
I haven't, no. But I'll never forget when Harrison and Luke were wrestling back in the day, dude. And fucking Harrison was about to get Luke to the ground. He fucking did that shit to Harrison. Harrison got so shitty. It was shitty. It was gross.
Let's. What are we talking about? You said the oil check. Let's,
yeah. You know
for
what
the
an
people
oil
that are
check is.
watching.
You know what an oil check
For the
is.
people that are watching, they don't know.
One to the bum.
No.
Yeah.
Fucked up, man.
The old oil
Can't be
check.
doing that.
Nah, I hear you, especially during wrestling.
Yeah, you can't be
You're
doing
vulnerable, brother. You're in
Can
like
you
you're in like flexible positions wrestling. You know what I mean?
that. The wrestling won't be wrestling anymore. You'd be fucking fighting.
Yeah, that's no.
Fuck.
Better not smell that finger.
Ew. I seen a video the other day about this like security guard. He was like grabbing. This dude was like on the ground. You could see his ass, just his ass cheeks. The dude grabbed him, basically by his underwear.
I
by his pants,
I wouldn't
like,
do that.
But his his fingers touched his ass. Like,
Or
his ass
or the sweat.
Just-
There's
Yeah, that's
sweat.
what I'm saying.
We've all worn boxers that get sweaty, like on your like where your butt crack is, or your like
Yeah.
nuts, or you know what I mean, like the gooch area, and it's
Gooch,
just like,
gooch.
oh, dude, that feeling, ugh, God, I couldn't imagine touching that and knowing that's not mine.
Yeah,
Hell
it's
no.
not mine.
Hell no.
You said the word gooch. You know, some old people. A little fact here. Older people gooch they were told that that is a. I'm sorry. A chode.
Oh God.
A
That's
chode. A
completely
chode
different.
to us. A chode
That's
to us
completely
is
different
what?
than what we just
No,
said.
but a chode. No.
You
Listen,
know what it
though.
is. I'm not gonna say it.
Yes, exactly. But to them, it's the gooch. They're like, because I was talking to.
That's
Yeah, I talked
completely
to a few
different.
old
Two
dude.
separate meanings.
I know, but to them back then, a chode was the gooch.
I mean, I guess I could understand it though, because it's just a small little area.
That doesn't make no, it doesn't make sense.
But
how those two.
I mean, I get where you're
happen.
coming from, but like, if that's what you like, if they're not like thinking of that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's different thinking. Different generations, way different generations.
It's just so weird. But we were always told the chode was a
Yeah.
small, fat,
stubby.
Yeah.
The old
Not
thumb.
the taint. A thumb. It sucks.
Oh God.
Sucks for those people.
Yeah, that would be tough. That would be tough, dude. I mean,
I heard Jeffrey Epstein's look like a lemon.
I don't know how you work that. I don't know how that even works.
That's what they said, a lemon.
How does that work?
They said,
You
I don't
vagina?
know, bro. I don't know.
My God. Jesus Christ. That's crazy.
You got anything to watch, my guy, or what?
We could, there's a guy.
Uh-oh.
2 seconds. I gotta spit. One.
Do your thing.
And two. Hold on. Let me try to pull this up.
Yep. Oh, man. All these fucking terms.
Discover Tucker's Cove at Babcock Ranch, the ultimate place to live and play. The only
at
water park
Babcock
inspired
Ranch.
community.
Wow.
All right. I'm gonna send this in the chat.
Gotcha.
All right. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yep.
If you wanna pull that up, Drew.
I got you. Pull it up here.
One sec, Drew.
You good? Oh, man. Is this Pierce Morgan? Guy, man. It is Pierce Morgan. Okay. Uncensored.
My bad. Bobo's starting to wake up. I'm trying to be quiet.
You're good, dude. You're good.
Start
Let me
playing.
know when you're ready.
Yeah, you can start playing
Okay.
this.
All right.
This is
New York Times reader, an NPR fan, and Daily Wire
Real quick,
subscriber,
Drew.
or an avid consumer.
Sorry.
This is he'll probably give an intro, but this dude's name is Nick Foutiers, and he's like
Yeah.
a super like misogynist, I guess you could say maybe.
I got you. Okay.
You'll see. But just to give you a
Okay.
quick
I
background.
feel like I've heard of it. I've heard of him. Like I have.
Of all things Tucker Carlson. For several months now, there's been no avoiding the subject of Nick Fuentes. And let's be clear, the main reason you're hearing about him is because he's popular. A large number of people, especially young men, are interested in what he has to say. What that says about our society and our
Super Blano.
culture is the subject of ferocious
Oh,
debate.
God.
For many
Oh,
people,
Blano.
it's a grave indictment of an insidious immorality. For others, he's a product of a culture which has turned on its own and left many young people feeling listless and bitter. He's either a litmus test
Bitter.
for right-wing hypocrisy on free speech or a walking, talking manifestation of where the lines should be drawn. And a frankly preposterous amount of airtime has been spent on debating everything from his ideology to his sexuality and whether anyone should actually talk to him at all.
If I were writing a glossary entry on the Streisand effect, I wouldn't put a picture of her next to it. I would put a picture of Nick Fuentes.
They have opted to not do so when it comes to Nazis like Nick Fuentes.
Fuentes takes this guy apart brick by brick. It's a full takedown.
My concern is that people who are a bit more moderate are deeply alarmed by Nick Fuentes.
I was very happy to see that, like, Nick Fuentes really passed that test with flying colors.
That fragmentation is being
Oh,
caused
Ben
purposefully
Shapiro.
That
by a splinter faction
fragmentation.
of people led by a young man named Nick Fuentes.
Look at them caterpillar eyebrows.
And you get the big
Yeah, I
guys
swear,
now,
dude.
Not crazy things that
Motherfucking
Nick
Luca
Fuentes
crazy.
or these other loons say on social media.
Well, it looks like all the screaming about Nick Fuentes on the internet is finally dying down a little bit.
With AI,
You can create
Oh,
any character
Pop 'em
you
in
want in seconds.
Every time, man. I need to just
Drew, look
sign
up this real
in.
quick.
Huh?
Look,
Hold on, I can't.
you gotta pull your stream up.
I know. Hold on. God damn it. What's up? What am I looking at? Wait, hold on, my shit's in the way. How do I get this out of the way?
Just click. You gotta click on my screen.
I know I am. I gotta get the fucking. Hold on, I'm looking at you here. Hold on. Duh. Oh, okay.
You see the Bowmaster?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh. He's like, man.
He just woke up.
Put me
He
to,
need to go
put
back
me
to
back
bed.
to sleep.
He's just like. Yeah, he's already rolling, dude. Crazy. We've been working with him a lot though.
Yeah. Rolling over and shit. Sitting on tummy time.
Yes,
What they
sir.
call it, right?
Yeah, when they're like on their elbows. He doesn't like that too much,
Tummy.
but
Well, they never do.
yeah,
They never do.
he's such a ham.
never challenge.
A ham?
Yeah, he's a
You
hamlet.
should have Nick Fuentes on the show and you could ask him questions about that.
The truth is, it doesn't make a lot of sense to spend all this time talking.
I don't know how I like
about
Piers
Nick
Morgan,
Fuentes,
how much I like him.
But not actually to Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, man, honestly, I thought his name was Pierce, not Piers.
Very obvious
Piers
fact.
Not
Morgan.
gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I thought it was Pierce.
It's like a pier, like an actual
Yeah.
pier.
Yeah, yeah. I see it now. That's for some reason that was Pierce.
Like PIERCCE or PE.
Hi, great to be
I don't
with
know
you.
how you spell
I
that.
don't know you. I don't think we've ever met. You can correct me if that's wrong. I know about you.
Why do you just say it like that? I don't know you.
Yeah.
I didn't say you did.
Weird. Yeah. Who the fuck said that?
Environment than you may be used to. So for those of you who know nothing about Nick Fuentes, I want this to be an opportunity to get to the real person. I don't know who that person is, but I do want to use this opportunity to get there. I've seen you talk as we prepared for this in exchanges with people and on your show, saying you fear it's going to be very hostile, it's going to be an ambush, all those kind of things. I don't intend it to be overtly hostile. I don't intend to ambush you. I intend it to be an examination of what you said.
I don't know. I'm getting, you know, I'm getting like fucking what's that dude's name off of Game of Thrones?
You good, bro?
Ramsey. I'm getting Ramsey Bolton
Look at that face.
vibes off this dude for some reason. I don't know why.
Of what you believe or what you say you believe.
I don't know why.
Definitely
An
looking
examination
intense.
of what your rising popularity says about the state of the conservative movement in America. So those are my goals from this interview. What are your goals? Why are you doing it?
I thought it'd be interesting, and you know, you've talked a lot about me
Thought it'd
on
be
the show
interesting.
over the years.
Right.
It'd be you, Drew.
This is the
So
first
why are
time
you
that
doing
I
this, Drew?
extended the
I thought it'd be
invitation.
fun. Why the hell not?
Yeah,
The
there you
second,
go. Yeah.
actually.
Why the hell
I
not,
Why
right?
not? Why not,
doing
Pierce?
it during A24 a few years ago, but you've talked a lot
Bring
about
that up
me
to
with
you.
the
And I thought this
panel,
whole time
and
you were
now you've
Pierce.
extended the invitation to talk to me. And I think it'd be interesting for me to maybe clarify some positions and maybe get to know you a little better as well. So I'm looking forward to it.
There is a belief that you have two personas. There's one that you roll out now for podcasts and for shows like mine, where you come across as reasonable. And then there's your show on Rumble, where you often come across as having, you know, a very unreasonable view on things. This is what Coleman Hughes said about you.
Nick Fuentes knows exactly what he's doing. He is consciously playing this double game as part of a long-term strategy.
You got a little boy's
to become
body.
popular enough to take the reins of power, at which point he plans to
Look at
pivot
him.
towards the extreme and
He's
like a
actually
female.
downstairs in
he
his parents'
advocates
basement.
daily on
Yeah.
Rumble.
So first of all, what is your response to that?
Well, first of all, I would say
He's
that
built like a
Coleman Hughes
Barbie.
is a propagandist. He works for the Free Press, which is run by Barry Weiss. So I think that's, you have to consider the source. And Barry Weiss is a pro-Israel partisan. Free Press is just bought out by CBS for $150 million by Larry Ellison or his son David Ellison. And so I think that's coming from a particular point of view. We can't pretend like that's coming from a vacuum or from some
Like, what do
fixed
you think of
position.
what
That's
he
coming
says,
from
Drew?
a propaganda
Does he?
outlet
Does
that's in
he?
favor of Israel.
Like, you see where he's like? How do you think? He obviously he's like well spoken, right? Like you can clearly see he's like not like he's talked in front of people. You can tell.
Of course, yeah, of course. Of course. I mean, I think he's. I mean,
We're just
by-
touching the surface. Let's see. Let's keep going. Actually,
Okay.
Before you
let's
answer
say,
that,
That's first. But second, I would say he is right.
he's not
about the two
aggressive or
personas.
anything though,
And
right?
I think that everybody understands this on some level.
so far, no.
So I make jokes and I use rhetoric. And
I've
I'm
never seen this,
hyperbolic, because for a long time I had an audience that was small on these like dissident platforms. I was on D Live for many years. A lot of people don't even know what that is. And so I had a small following, and we had sort of like an in-group sense of humor
Yes, I have no
and
idea.
memes and things like that. And you talk about it one way on a freewheeling live stream when I'm by myself and I'm ranting and we make jokes and we play devil's advocate, we play with different positions. But then when you sit down in an interview like this one and people ask me a good faith question, what do you actually believe? Well, then I clarify and I say, well, here I'm not joking. Here I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not being rhetorical. I'll tell you precisely what I believe. As far as this idea that I'm going to get power and
He's
then
got like a
turn into
radio
Hitler,
voice.
that just sounds
Yeah,
totally
definitely
insane.
for sure.
I'll be honest. It
And
just
you
sounds
have to
insane.
have that if you're going to
Do
be
you have aspirations
talking,
for
I
political
guess, to people.
Not really. I think that if I wanted to run for office, I wouldn't say a lot of the things that I say. I don't know that a lot of people would vote for me. I tend to offend everybody, even a lot of people that like me. So no, I'm a truth teller. I like to tell the truth. I like to do my live stream.
Who is Nick Fuentes? Tell me about your upbringing. I know you grew up in the suburbs of Chicago. Tell me about your early years.
Or early how? Like my childhood or a little bit
your
later?
childhood, yeah.
Well, I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago in LaGrange Park, as you say. My parents are ethnics. You know, my father's half Mexican, half Irish. My mother's Italian. And they both came from a pretty rough upbringing themselves. They both were raised by single mothers, not because of divorce, but because both of their fathers had died. They endured a lot of dysfunction. And I think that's one of the reasons they came together and they related to each other and they wanted to create a normal upbringing for their children. They wanted to have a normal family life. And so They moved out to LaGrange Park, away from the city, and they raised me and my sister and really put us first. I think that's a big reason why I tend to have a lot of.
I'm gonna look how old he is.
These family values or Christian
I'm gonna
values.
guess. I'm gonna guess before you tell me.
Her job and stayed at home to raise us.
I already got it. So.
And so I have very close.
28.
27.
Ah, god damn it.
Relationship with my parents, with my sister. We're a very tight family, and we grew up in a pretty idyllic town. And maybe we can sort of get into a conversation about politics from this. I loved my upbringing. My mom stayed at home. My dad was working. We're in a mostly white suburb in Chicago. Everybody was maybe half Catholic, half
Hey, at least he's honest.
Baseball town. I played baseball.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Chicago, we love our hot
At least he's
dogs.
honest.
We have our baseball parade.
So I was in a mostly white suburb.
So I love where I came from. I love the city. It's a working city.
Look at Drew. Oh,
humble, down-to-earth, decent people.
This dude don't give a
And
fuck.
I guess I had my political, not to jump ahead, but this is a big.
I've heard worse,
political
so it's
awakening
not.
came from. I sort of left this bubble, if you could call it that.
Too bad.
When I went to college in 2016, I went to Boston University. And I read a lot of things online, and I realized the country does not look like LaGrange Park. It doesn't look like Western Springs or Hinsdale or Elmhurst.
Those are nice
Very
areas, I'm
different.
sure.
The country's undergoing a radical transformation because of immigration. And so I saw that, and I said, this is not really a desirable
Immigration is
change.
bad,
I don't
though.
like the south side of Chicago
Shall
or
the
the
Smoleans?
west side. Or LA,
there's so many all of them
Boy.
different.
Like where I came from,
it's-
and I guess that's what made me.
I was wondering why
an
nobody
American
had to
nationalist.
ever
I said,
go to
I
work.
want to preserve my home
Motherfuckers just
and the
taking
things
shit
that
from
are
the
familiar
government.
to me and the things I like
Yeah.
about my home.
Yep.
What makes it America. So that's a little bit about my background. I don't know where you want to go with that, but
Well,
that's kind of where I came from.
my first obvious question is: were your
intense.
parents immigrants to the United States, or were their parents, or were their grandparents? At some stage, I presume there were immigrants in your family who came to the U.S. Is that correct?
There were. I believe my mother was 4th generation and my father was 3rd generation. So their ancestors came here on my mom's side in the 1860s, I believe. The first wave of Italian immigration. My father's ancestors, I think they came around at the turn of the century in 1900.
So your view of immigration, and we'll get to the specifics about your views on immigration.
I mean, everybody's an immigrant anywhere, bro.
Are they
Like,
not
let's
affected?
be honest.
at all
yeah,
by the
pretty
fact that
much.
If it wasn't for immigration,
It's probably like 5%
wouldn't
of people that
exist
aren't immigrants,
as an American.
actually.
Well, I would certainly exist, but like you said, maybe not as an American. Certainly that's influenced in some measure. But I think that the kind of immigration that we had for a long time in the country, it's different than the immigration that we have now. And let's just say for openers, it's different immigrants. They're coming from a different place with a different culture, a different religion. It's not the same as it was. So first, you have a qualitative difference. My ancestors, for the most part, I have 3 European grandparents from Ireland and Italy, 1 from Mexico. They came from Europe. They came from a society where there's a common ancestry, there's a common religion, common civilization. The people that have come in since 65, since Hart-Celler, they're coming from China, India, the Northern Triangle, Mexico, Venezuela. And so first, they're just different people. Secondly, it's a quantitative difference.
Real quick,
There's
Drew.
way more, and it's an unceasing.
You see how their setup is? That's how I want ours to be. I just wanted, I'm sorry. I just had to say that because look at that. That's what I've been talking about, though, Drew. Look how good that looks.
You said you see how their setup
see it?
is, Drew.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
want that.
That's what I'm talking about, though.
What do you mean, though?
You can't find nothing that like hosts this. Like what?
Oh, okay. I see.
Like to where we could put
I
like
think we have
the
to
Pals
make that,
podcast
man.
and we could put something on the background. You can't
Isn't-
like on
there's some-
Discord. You can't have like a background as.
Well, I know. I can't.
You know what I mean?
It has to be something else than Discord, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I just
No,
I
you're
just
fine.
had to.
I mean, down in the future,
Just that's something to think about. You know, I think that would spice it up. You know what I mean?
when I get a new computer, maybe.
I mean, I can do
can
it.
try
We
that.
just got to find out what we could do, what service we could use to do something like this.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the one
Gotta
that
be
Blano was talking about.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, maybe whenever, if that's what it is, my computer, it's so fucking laggy and shit.
Sorry, you can go ahead though. I just had to. I just seen it. I was like, see, this is a good setup though. Have
it
the
is a
LP
good
show
setup.
right where Piers Morgan Uncensored is. Have the Palace podcast. Have it right there. That'd be perfect.
Yeah.
It would
I
though.
got you.
Seriously.
It would be. No, it would. You're right. It would. Have some fucking comments showing or something.
You know, that'd be
You
cool.
know, if anyone commented.
Yeah, I know, right? Fuck, I'm about to start commenting myself. Hello, hey,
Yeah,
hey,
for real.
hey.
Hey, nice seeing you guys.
Who's that curly-headed one?
Always increasing wave. For the first 3 or 4 waves of immigration, you would have a major influx of immigrants, and then it would stop. And then you'd have another wave, and then it would stop. This one, it just keeps going up for 35 years, and it's too many. So that's really where I would draw the distinction between maybe where I originate from. I would even just simply call that immigration. What this is an invasion. It's a completely different policy.
But you
can't even
mentioned,
call
all
it
right,
the same
but
thing.
you mentioned Mexico in that list, and your father is half Mexican. So,
yeah.
I mean, by
Half
your
Mexican.
criteria, part of the invasion would include your father, presumably, and his immediate descendants who came from Mexico.
Not really true, because when my father's ancestors
Not
came
really true.
here, it was a small fraction of the total immigrants that came from Mexico.
you just
I don't believe
comment?
that we should have 0 immigrants forever, or even 0 immigrants from non-white countries. But you have to draw the distinction. My father's father, he was here in the 40s and 50s. It was his parents, or I believe either his parents or grandparents, that came here even earlier. Up until 1965, 90% of the immigrants were coming from Europe. I have no problem with that. If we have 10% of them coming from
See the comment.
Mexico or Latin America, maybe that's reasonable, but that's not what it is now. Now you've got 10 million illegals in 4 years under Joe Biden, and you got millions more legal immigrants from China, India, Venezuela, El Salvador, and it's so many with no break for assimilation, and they're all from non-white countries. It's transforming what America is. And again, that's the distinction. That's what makes it unacceptable.
I always believe everybody is a product of their environment. I've interviewed thousands.
I pinned that comment.
I mean, maybe 3, 4, 5.
What comment?
You just made.
Oh, that Piers Morgan just made?
No, on the live chat there.
Oh.
From all different walks of life. But the one common theme.
But who just made?
Was that you or? Yeah. That was you.
I don't know what you're talking about,
Okay.
dude. Oh,
okay.
did someone
Sorry.
comment?
Yeah, somebody commented. Yeah. Sorry.
Is everyone's.
Thank you for whoever commented. Oh.
I was reading some stuff about you.
Don't know her.
There was an episode of your podcast where you talked about your father, Bill.
Dude, I like your setup, by the way.
He wouldn't
I
take
seen it.
Oh, right on.
I did
to
like
make
it.
certain
That's like so fucking like
because he believed
cozy.
they were associated with African Americans.
It's
We'd
nice,
be
right?
deciding where to go to.
Nice little hole, little cubby hole.
For real.
Right here.
Put like a little carpet back there or something, dude.
Carpet.
Yeah, just like something. Well, I guess you have carpet. See, I'm so used to tile, bro. Like I have tile everywhere in my house.
That's what I'm like. What do you mean, like,
Dude, I'm so used to tile, bro. Like I was just telling Eric, I'm like tired of it. I'm tired of having tile everywhere.
Really?
Yes.
You guys don't have any rugs or nothing?
No. Well, yeah, we have rugs, but we don't have carpet. Rugs are fine, but they move and shit sometimes. You know, I mean.
Like, oh, you gotta get those little things. To put underneath. Right?
Or just have a fucking place that has carpet.
Or have a place that has carpet. You're right. Fucking up, dude.
Yeah.
As soon as you move to Indiana, you can get a place with carpet. And
Yeah. All right. Keep the show rolling here.
Whatever.
You said, what are we going to do for dinner tonight? It was a running joke. Me and my sister would say Applebee's, and my dad would say we would never eat at Applebee's. Not in a million years should you be caught dead, Fuentes said about Applebee's. Go to a different restaurant, a local restaurant.
What are you on about, Piers?
No red lobster. That is commonly known as black fare.
Whoa.
And you also shared another story about your family and restaurants.
He's
Said,
talking
"Before
about-
me and
he's
my sister
sharing
were
his-
born, my family had a saying about Olive Garden that contains the N word that we're not allowed to say. So my question, based on that
Look at him.
anecdote that you
Look at him.
Yeah, look at him. He's mischievous as fuck.
He's like,
do you think you grew up in a racist environment? That your father was inherently racist, and that thought process
What about Olive
moved to you?
Garden? And I'm confused.
Well, I would say it's a new low. I've been attacked for being a racist many times, but to attack my father, to attack my parents based on anecdotes, I would say that's sort of a new low.
Hang on, it's your anecdote.
Yeah, but he's not here to defend himself.
You are.
And my parents are.
You told the story.
And I will, and I'll
I'm
defend
not trying
them.
to ambush you. As I said at the start, Nick, to be clear.
No, it's not an ambush,
Nick,
but
to be clear,
I think
I'm
everybody
not
understands.
ambushing you. I'm literally reading an anecdote that you revealed on your podcast. It's you that's put it in the public domain.
I know.
I'm simply asking you whether my
That's why I don't like.
assessment of
That's why I don't know if I
which
like
is that your
Pierce. You
father
see how he
did not
like.
take you to certain
You
restaurants
see how he like
because of
manipulates
what you refer
that.
to as-
I was gonna say he says he's not fucking doing something, but he is.
You know what
bringing
you're
it up.
doing.
So
Come on.
Of course.
His dad's probably dead or something, and he's trying to like get a rise out of him. You know what I mean?
I'm just curious. I want to go. What were they talking about? Like the restaurants?
It was something that he talked about in like on his like podcast or some shit, whatever he was talking about. You know what I mean?
Talking about, say his dad said something about.
Yeah.
Fair.
Black people eat there or
Whether
something. I
that
don't know.
attitude, whether that attitude to African Americans in that instance permeated to you.
Why does
It's a
he use?
reasonable
Why
question.
does he say African American? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
why does
like
he
I
say
said, I
African?
think
Why
go
doesn't
ahead,
he just
he
say
knows what
black
that is.
people?
Because
It's always been white people and black people. Drew, hasn't it?
Just some people, of course. Yeah.
Bro, you remember Cuddy? I remember me and Cuddy used to literally text each other racist jokes back and forth. He would get on me about being white, and I'd get on him about like it was literally just jokes.
In the name of comedy, dude. Exactly.
Dude, it didn't matter. Like we weren't,
comedy,
dude, and you know, how me and Cuddy were tight. Like we talked up to like probably 5 years ago, to be honest.
Of course, no,
It's
I
like,
got you.
Bro, like it's just this is why I don't like today's day and age shit. Like it's like everybody has to be so politically fucking correct. Oh, it's African American. Like, okay, so why isn't it Caucasian?
Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. I mean, it's. I don't know. Man. It's just.
I'm sorry, but it's like,
people.
come the fuck on, bro. Like, that's why I said, like, stop. Just like, it's better if you just don't even talk about that shit. Just people are people, and that's it. You know what I mean? You don't need to bring that shit into it. That's the That's the fucking problem with this goddamn country right there. They always got to bring the fucking race into it.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. It's always going to be that, no matter what.
I just wish it wasn't so, like, prevalent, man. You know what I mean? It's all about that now.
They need an albino president. Just saying.
Maybe things will change.
Just saying.
Like I said, I just can't understand. I can't wrap my head around it. That's it.
Just saying, man. Just saying.
All right.
All right. More about this.
But I'll address it. I'll engage with it, and I'll defend my father from the charge of racism.
Sure.
No, my parents are not racist, and they've never been racist. I'll tell you about my parents. They used to have a school in Chicago in the South Loop where they instructed people on how to shoot firearms. It was a security school, and most of the clients were black. And I believe actually one of their clients was Larry Hoover's son at one point, sort of a funny story.
Larry Hoover.
And so most of their clients would come in from the south side of Chicago. My grandmother, she grew up in the projects in the city. And so my family being in Chicago, being ethnics, being Italian, Irish, Mexican, and the west side on Taylor Street, all over the city. My family for many generations have lived near and around black people. And look, my views about black people and their views about black people are shaped with experiences with black people. And what they will tell you, what my parents would say if they were here.
It's just funny.
Wait a minute.
There we go.
Years.
Buckle up.
Older generations of black people.
Here we go, Drew.
Were very respectful, very humble, very decent. In fact, my grandma used to have an anecdote. She grew up in a lot of dysfunction. Her mother was mentally ill.
Tired of it.
And they would be having dinner in the projects, and there'd be so much chaos and dysfunction and disagreement and fighting. And she would look across the way out the window at a black family in the other apartment, and they'd be holding hands around the table saying grace. And this is sort of the culture that used to prevail. But now what you have in the city is that there's no accountability for the black people. And now Chicago has become a complete dump because these teenagers go out and they take over the city.
Well,
they call them teen takeovers.
I'm sorry, hold on. Before we go any further, this is what me and Megan were just talking about. I think this is where it just starts, obviously, with the family and how you bring up your own children.
Dude, it's like
that's where it starts. That's just obviously there's no excuse for the race.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Race you are.
I agree.
It's all just about
home life.
how you bring up your family.
It's just like when people talk about like it's not the dog that becomes aggressive. It's the owners that turn the dog aggressive because they beat it or they, you know, whatever it might be. It's like it's the same with kids, kind of, right? Like they become violent because they see that shit at home, or they're not getting love at home, or you know, whatever it might be, and then they turn to something else because they feel they feel
exactly.
that
It
accepted.
has nothing to do with the race. I've seen white people, same thing.
Oh, yeah,
all
both,
races.
yeah.
How they've grown up. It's just, I mean, we witnessed something. I mean, when you were over here at Thanksgiving, someone fucking, you know.
Yeah. No, I know.
Life wasn't. Just saying. So, doesn't matter. Race is not a thing. It's.
Oh yeah,
when it comes to that, ridiculous.
That's the euphemism for it. They're teenagers, but they all come from the same neighborhood. They drive up there and they mug people and attack people and they destroy cars and destroy
gang.
We had the Festival of Lights a couple of weeks ago. It's supposed to be a family event.
Hood rat shit.
And they light up the trees and they, you know, there's a big parade. I was in
Chicago
the parade
is
one
bad
year.
now.
And you had a bunch of black people there shooting each other. 7 people shot. A 14-year-old killed in the Magnificent Mile. And I know there's a lot of black people that feel the same way about this. They say, we've lost control of the city.
Yeah.
And we're looking for accountability. We have a lot of black people that are always
saying, like, he's
outraged about
very,
racism, outraged about attitudes from white people, but they're never
outspoken.
ashamed of some of these behaviors. Never
But there are
ashamed
people
of
who
some
are
of the
with
things
them.
that go on, and
That's
that's
what's
why
crazy.
I think there's a lot of negative attitudes these days. And so, you know, again, I think those attitudes, you say I'm a product of my environment. I am, and so are my parents and my grandparents. Unlike you, because you're not even American, in Chicago, we have to live in a big, diverse
you're not even
city where there's a lot
American,
of different kinds
motherfucker.
of people.
Look at Piers.
I live in a big diverse city. I live in London. It's one of the biggest and most diverse cities in the world.
But it's not
he
the
felt
same.
a little.
Well, actually,
It's not. It's not the same, bro. London and Chicago? Are you kidding me?
That's a whole different story.
That's 20.
I don't wanna get into that
20
with you.
that's
I haven't
way
got into that
different.
before
You got a
America.
knife problem. You got sword problems.
We have
Sword.
problems
Aladdin.
we have problems with violent crime. I make no pretense of it. So the idea that somehow
Of course, he has crime, but it's not.
It's not like Chicago, brother.
Well, you kind of implied it, but I guess my point about the environment, I'm not saying you are a product of your environment. I'm saying most people are in some capacity. When I read that anecdote, which just to remind you, it's not
got a
something
rise out of Pierce
I
there,
have put out there. You told this story, right? And you said that
You said this. We're looping. You said this
no,
already.
but you haven't really directly, I think,
looping.
responded to it, which is whether your father would not take you to certain restaurant chains because he associated them with black Americans. Is that true?
That's crazy though. Olive Garden.
No, well,
That's like no. I would say
see
that's
here,
more white.
if you're
for
in
sure.
America, you would
Like,
say
if you're
that Olive Garden
classifying.
is not real Italian food.
I mean, yeah.
Applebee's, TGI Fridays.
Applebee's too. Yeah, I
Applebee's
don't-
is good. I
Stop,
fuck with
but no, it's
Applebee's.
got
It
nothing to do with
is.
that.
Yeah.
It's like one of
my
my
best
favorite.
friend in
to be
first
honest.
grade was a black guy. We're not a racist family. So
Okay, so when you told
no.
the story, I'm just
Said
curious.
my best
so when
friend
you told
in
that
first grade was a
anecdote,
black guy, so
which clearly on the face of it is racist.
We're good.
Right? You're basically
We're
saying
good here, yeah.
Your father made racist decisions about where you would go as a family to eat. Are
In
you
first
saying,
grade.
Well, I'm just going to ask you a question.
Back in
Are you
1999,
saying
I
that
had a
when you
black
told
friend.
That story,
Yeah, he was cool.
that one guy.
Racist.
I wonder what happened to Contrell.
Why when somebody like me reads that anecdote for the first time, as I did this week,
I told you about that
I
one
reach a
kid that
different
slept on my
conclusion.
porch, Shad.
Huh?
Yeah, there was this little black kid that used to come over at my house. He lived with this like he was a foster kid, and he lived with this other family, this kid named Bawana, and like there was like 2 or 3 other. They were all like it was like a black family, obviously, but he used to literally come over to my house, bro, and sleep on my front porch, and my mom would like let him in and shit, and he would like come up and like I would give him clothes out of my room and shit because his name was Shad though. And then it was funny because my buddy Dominique fucking years later when we were in high school, we graduated. My buddy Dominique Shelby, he sent me a thing on Facebook and it was Shad and his uncle. They had got arrested for carjacking.
Oh shit, his uncle.
His name was
What the
Shadrick.
fuck? Shadrick.
Yep. That's that east side right there. My mom literally felt so bad for this kid, dude. She used to like buy him clothes and shit.
Damn, where was I at?
Bro, my mom used to take care of everybody back in the day. I'm telling you, bro. My buddy Chris Johnson used to come over and fucking she'd take care of him and his brother. It was crazy, dude. Back in at that house in Sedgehill off of Bade. You spent some time there.
Of course. Oh yeah. Spent many
Oh yeah. Many high nights.
Many high nights.
Wonder who lives there now, you know?
You ever Google Maps?
Oh, bro,
Google,
it's like way
Street
updated
View?
now. Have you ever looked it up?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Well, not yours now.
Yeah, look up the house. Look up the old house. You remember how? Not right now, but you know, maybe in like a day or so. Like you remember kind of how it looked, right?
Yeah.
Walked in, you had the off to the right. You had the office and the bathroom to the left, and then you know the.
Trust me, it's
You
all
remember.
up here. No,
Yeah.
I know, of course.
Straight down to the basement. Well, first off, hit basement and then pantry.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You go to the basement first, wait for a little bit.
Make sure no
chill
movement.
out.
Make sure no movement's happening upstairs. Make sure my dad's not moving.
All right, let's go.
Really,
Yeah,
my dad more than anybody. My mom, she'd sneak downstairs, smoke cigarettes all night.
Did she really?
Oh yeah, dude.
She did.
She has weird sleep schedule nowadays, bro. She's up all night type shit. Sleeps for like an hour, 2 hours, goes out to the garage, smokes fucking 5 cigarettes, and then.
That's just insane.
Dude, she chain smokes, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like I said, I love my mom to death, but she definitely smokes too much.
I just feel like, and I know it's. I mean, I don't know if you don't want to push anything, but I just feel like she just needs to smoke weed.
Oh, bro, I've talked to her about it. I've told her. She lived in Florida, literally where it's legal. You can get a medical card. Her doctor even talked to her about it.
And she just doesn't want to do it because
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's not.
just
There's
can
no.
see
You
her
couldn't say.
benefiting from it so
Me
much.
too.
So much.
I don't know. How much?
Yeah,
This
it is
this
what
is
it
the 2-hour interview, so we're not gonna watch
wait
the
a
whole
minute,
thing.
how
But
long is this? Okay. Well, are we done here? Or are we
let's do
skipping
10. We'll
ahead,
do
or
10 more minutes of it, and then we'll just call it.
Okay.
Well, I understand what you're doing. Which
Megan's
is
already
making a
Yeah.
looking at me.
Yeah.
a murderer. How
We'll
did
call
he
it
become
10
racist?
10 minutes,
Well,
we'll
his
call it.
father
What do you
didn't
think?
eat an
Literally
Olive
reading
Garden
out-
because he
no,
said that's
hang
not
on.
real Italian
Hang
food.
on, no,
Hang on,
I'm
can I?
not.
what was
It's
the
not real
name of it?
Italian
Can I
food.
I'm
explain?
literally reminding you of something you said on
I
your
know.
show, which led me,
Well, and it was
to
said in
conclude a
jest.
certain thing. If I'm wrong, tell me.
Yeah, it was said in jest as a humorous anecdote.
That's what I say.
Now
Was
you're
he
trying
saying
to
it as
spin
like a
into narrative,
joke?
Which is his parents are racist. He comes from a long line of racists. And I think everybody knows my parents are boomers. And these people come, well, you're a boomer, I guess, too, in a
I'm
way,
60.
right? You were born
I'm
in, what,
six-
19
I'm
yeah,
60.
So you're a boomer also. Or maybe you're a Gen
No, he's
Xer,
a
I
Gen
suppose,
X.
it's sort of on the
Yeah.
I
cusp.
don't. Where the
But
fuck
it's
did
a
all this
humorous
come from?
anecdote. These are
All these
kind of the
different
attitudes that
labels. Gen X. Oh, he's a boomer. Oh, he's a fucking Gen Z. Oh, he's a like what? What's what?
When just I think it's. I don't even think it has anything to do with years. I think it's just like. Well, I mean, pretty much just
What
generations
mentality?
of just how people
I don't.
act.
I don't.
Just
So
like,
mentality.
Yeah, mentality. Yeah. It's just what you know.
Yeah, but
they're
what do you
interested
base it
in.
on? So what are we?
We're millennials. We're like at the end, the tail end of millennials. Yeah.
All right.
baby boomers in society, but you're trying to spin it into a narrative which is you're a product of your environment, your dad's racist
Personally, and I'm
because-
sorry, I want to say this. I think we're like the golden generation because we got both. We've seen both of like technology.
That's what Eric
and
and I
no
always talk about
technology.
too. Yep.
We're just like at the perfect mixture.
I agree.
Yeah,
I do.
so great. I'm so glad.
of this joke. Now you're a racist, and I don't think that's a fair characterization.
Okay, people can make their own minds up. They can go back and listen to you say it. I mean, the beauty of what I'm going to talk to you about in this interview is that almost all of it is just going to be reminding you what you have said and asking you what you meant. Your position about that story is that it was a joke. Okay. I want to come to something else you said. This is where you talk about
Look at him smile.
Jews, women, and blacks. Let's just take a listen.
Jews, women, and blacks.
They're always coming up with, no,
Oh,
it's
he's-
not the Jews. No, it's not women.
rant.
No, it's not blacks. It's actually really complicated. No, it fucking isn't at all. Jews are running society. Women need to shut the fuck up. Blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part.
Oh.
We would live in paradise.
Ooh.
It's that simple.
See, he's just too wrapped up. He's too animated.
Look
right
at
there.
him.
Look at him. He knows. Look at
clarify what
What
you
you want me
meant?
to say?
It's just hold on.
He said women need to shut the fuck up.
100% true. Everything I said in that clip
Oh
is true.
God.
Including that
You can't
blacks
say
need to be
he's-
imprisoned for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, all of them.
No, for the most part.
What does the most part mean? What percentage of American blacks
Yeah.
would you like to see in prison?
Whatever the percentages of the murderers. I think it's 1 in 20 black men will commit a murder in their lifetime. So maybe let's say that 5%.
Really?
Oh, so you're talking about black
1 in 20? I don't know if that
absolutely,
statistic's
yeah.
right,
You
but
didn't say that.
that's
You
the
just
crime
said
problem.
blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part. You didn't clarify that you were talking about black murderers.
Right. No, you're right. That's a good addition to that. That's a great point.
Do you think it's funny? Or
Yeah, I do. I think it's hilarious. I think it's totally true.
do you think a black American would find it funny? You think
what?
That blacks should
A
be
black
imprisoned
American?
for the
You say
most part?
a black and a
Blacks are my biggest fans.
black and-
I get high fives all the time. They say, Nick Fuentes, I love your show. They agree with me.
Blacks are
and
my
you want to
biggest
know why?
fans.
Here's the difference. Black people are the most victimized by other black people. You think black people
It's
want to
true.
live in the hood and the ghetto and get shot all the time? That's what happens in the south side of Chicago. You should come here. I'll take you there. We could go to Garfield Park.
My
we
son
could
went
go
to Chicago
Inglewood.
University for a year, actually, several years ago.
I mean, what he did just
Yeah,
say
that's
was
a bubble.
that is true.
That's a bubble. You think you're in Chicago and Hyde Park? You don't know Chicago. Go a little bit west, see what it's like over there. And I'll tell you, black people agree with me because they're tired of it too. And maybe not most of them, but a lot of them agree with what I say
Drew's
about
like,
that
"This
because
sumbitch
they know how
crazy."
it is. That's why the first
Yeah,
thing they do when they make a little bit of money.
I
is
see
they
what
go
he's
and leave to
saying,
another
but it's just
neighborhood.
like God.
So
yeah,
what,
he
so
is.
just remind me again, the percentage
He is
of
unhinged.
black
Tad bit.
men who commit murder in America. What was the percentage you gave me?
It's 1 in 20. 1 in 20.
It's 1 in 100.
No, it's 1 in 20.
No. Less than 1 in 100 black U.S. men commit
He's
murder.
so look
I
real
give
quick.
the most
Pause
up-to-date
this.
crime
He's
statistics
so
in America.
lame
not-
though. Pierce Morgan is so lame because he went and had somebody. You see how he had to bring it back up. So
Of
he
course.
went out and
Oh,
had
yeah,
somebody
of
go
course.
and get that fucking statistic for him real quick and slide him the thing. You know,
course.
that's I'm
Of
sorry.
course.
That's just like
Of
that's
course.
cringy. You know what I mean?
Of course.
He had to make sure he told him wrong. What was that again? Say it
He
one
said,
more
yeah,
time
wait a
so I can
minute,
catch you up.
wait a minute. Yeah.
True. I've seen
We
other
fact
statistics.
checked
They
you.
say 1 in
have?
20 will eventually commit a murder.
So
I
get
have.
Look at him looking again.
Yep.
So you're saying that 5 times as many black men commit murder as the official
Look at him
crime
reading it.
statistics say.
Yeah, there's a report, I believe, on X by Data Hazard. I'll have to go and double check that for you. But yes, there's some pretty shocking evidence that says that it's far more alarming than you would think.
Okay, but you would accept
Now,
that the
attempted
official
murder,
crime
maybe.
statistics are 1 in 100, or you wouldn't accept that?
Attempted murder.
I don't know. I don't have it in front of
1
me,
in
but
20.
I've seen other evidence.
I
Like
don't
I
even
said,
know.
Data
I have
Hazard
no
on
clue.
X, I believe, produced a report about a year ago.
That's
that
just
said
to
1
kind
in
of
20.
1 in 20.
I mean, whether it's
commit
1 in
murder,
20 or 1 in 100, that's a lot of people, Piers. I mean,
Sure,
this is
a
a
lot
real
of white
problem.
people commit murder too. Well, they do, don't they?
Okay, but it's about
Every
it's
race
about
does, I mean.
proportionality.
Every
I mean,
race
white
does.
people are 65%
And I will
of the
say,
population. Blacks are
White people
13%.
or more.
And I
Well,
think
that's why
anybody
you
would
just
tell
said
you that more black people
proportionality.
proportionally commit violent crime than white people, and people vote with their feet. People would rather pay a much higher property tax.
Most
Whoa,
mass
what's with the
shootings-
interruptions?
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, you look at in Chicago, in New York, these neighborhoods are so stratified.
These
People would
fucking
rather pay a
guys.
high tax rate. They'd rather pay a much higher property value to live in a less diverse, less black neighborhood because they don't want to live around the violence. And I think that when you look at even on the public transit, the subway, the blue line, you know, people don't want to go there because they know who occupies and menaces the public transit. It is these people like Daniel Penny had to deal with. It's people like Irina Zarutska had to deal with. And that's just
I mean,
the
there are some
uncomfortable
fucking
reality.
insane people that
You've
go on those
also
things.
said you don't want
Yeah.
to.
We've seen videos
live
now
near
and-
black people. Let's take a listen to this.
What about that one dude who lit the fucking girl
I'm a
on
new
fire?
generation of
That's what I'm
white
saying,
person.
dude. Yeah.
I'm not living around blacks. Sorry.
Jesus.
You know, I
Sorry.
want white kids, and I don't want my white kids bringing home black people to marry.
Oh God.
It's racial for me.
He said it's racial
And
for me.
Call me racist.
Yeah.
Oh, very Christian of you. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, to be clear,
I love how he's
unless you want to say that's another of your jokes. but
Can you
you're
be? I mean, can you?
basically
I
saying,
mean,
yeah,
can
I'm
you
a
be
racist,
mad at a
aren't
person
you?
for knowing who he is though?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't be mad at him, obviously.
You can disagree with
I
him,
mean,
but
it's his
you
own
can-
thing. It's whatever. It's his own.
I think everybody's
This
racist.
is his thing.
I think
Whatever.
Everybody is
if we're being
racist.
honest,
I
is
do.
racist.
Everybody is
I
at
think
some level.
everybody. The only people.
As long that's the thing. As long as you're not fucking like obviously hurting someone.
I think it's
killing
just,
someone
I
for
think it's so funny because people can't take it.
Whatever.
They cannot take what he
Yeah.
says. That's why I think it's so funny because it's so out of pocket that it works to me. To me,
Yeah,
it works
yeah.
because it's like I love seeing people's reactions to this because they're like, I can't believe somebody would say that. It's like, shut the fuck up. Who gives a fuck?
Racist.
It's all
It's
someone.
literally what somebody says. What is
Exactly.
Like you
Exactly.
just said, Drew. He's not hurting anybody. He's just saying words. People, what do they always say? You know, sticks and stones break my bones, but words will never hurt. Like, yeah, you can physically hurt somebody, but if you're words, how much of you're just a bitch then?
It's words.
If yeah. You know,
I could literally just turn this. If I was offended, that might turn this off.
Turn it
All
off.
right,
I'm done.
we're done. Yeah. No, it's just words.
It's just funny to hear your
are white
reaction
people
because
to
you
their
haven't really
detriment.
listened to this dude like this.
Everybody else
Not
is
at all.
racist.
So you spent
Not at
earlier in
out
the
of
interview,
pocket.
you
Just
went,
like, Jesus
really got
Christ.
aggrieved at the idea that your father was a racist. You wanted to make
Yeah,
emphatically
because
sure
my father's.
he's not.
Because my father doesn't share my same views on that.
So he's the exception to the everyone's a racist.
Well, everybody's a little bit racist. You're right. So maybe everybody. The difference is you're attacking my father. You know, he
I'm
could
not
get
attacking
fired
your
from his
father.
job.
I'm not attacking your father.
You are.
No, I'm not. I don't know your father. And to be clear, I have no knowledge about him at all.
Well, then let's leave him out of it.
Well, hang
Let's
on.
leave him out of it if you
Hang
don't
on,
know him.
Hang on, Nick. You put that story into the public domain on your show. I'm simply reminding you of what you told everybody.
You should look up
millions
what
of
Pierce
people
Pierce
about
Morgan's
your
wife
father.
said about him.
If you now want to retract it, fine.
Said he's one
If you
big
wanna say it
long
was a
eye
joke,
roll.
which is what your
That's what she said.
position was, fine. But I'm allowed
His
to
own
put to
wife
you
said
things
that?
you've said publicly.
So
That's
you know,
not
I mean,
unfair.
he's
That's not
saying
me
this about his
targeting your
dad, so I mean,
father.
he could definitely
You
bring
put
something
that
up about his
story
wife.
him
You
out
know
there.
what you're doing. You know what
Yeah,
you're doing.
I'm asking you about a pretty shocking anecdote.
Which is funny, he
to
says this,
me
but if somebody said
looked
that about
like
him,
you
what
were
would he
saying
say?
Your father made decisions.
Why did your wife say you're one big
you as
long
a
eye
family
roll?
would eat based
Yeah.
on
What does that
skin
mean,
color
Pierce?
Of people
You
who
don't
work
satisfy
in
her?
those places. If you say or use them, if you say
I mean, that
is
could
not what you
that
meant,
rolls
He
into
would get
fine.
furious.
that rolls
Say
into a
what you
whole
like.
nother.
The
But
idea I
Start
can't
turning
ask
red.
you start talking about
without you
people's
saying I'm
family.
attacking your father is ridiculous.
People are hypocrites. Is
Well,
what I'm
you
saying,
are,
Drew,
and you know what
know?
you're doing. And there's
Yeah,
a
no, I
political
know.
culture in America where if you have the wrong views, you get fired from your job. And my father has a job, and if you go on here and
I never understood that either.
Yeah, that's what I hate.
If you had the wrong views, or if you do something that's out of work, that's something that they don't
Yeah.
like approve. Obviously, if it's something that's
I will say
it's
that the
obviously
stuff about
legal,
Charlie
but-
Kirk, where people were like saying shit about him, those
Oh,
people
it's
deserve to
insane.
be fired. Like you shouldn't be
Oh, you're talking about okay. You're talking
that
about
type
yeah,
of shit. Those people
well,
should be fired for sure.
So the ones that if
The ones that were
depends
like
on
making
what-
a joke
what you're
about
saying.
it, like they're laughing
like,
about
yeah,
it, like they're
if
like,
you're-
what
yeah.
is the point in that? Why do you need to go on there and laugh about that?
Yeah.
There's no. You're
That's
just
what-
trying to get rise
if
out of
it's
people.
But it's saying like if it's your views on something, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's
That's
different. Yeah, no, it's
But
different.
if you're like meaningfully like trying,
If you're
like,
saying
that's
ha ha
actually-
ha ha, he got shot in the neck.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of weird. I don't know. That's not really like.
Yeah.
It's not having a view on something really. That's just like trying to get a rise out of people really.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know. It is. It's just.
People just suck, bro.
It's a touchy.
But yeah,
touchy
no, this is
subject.
we'll have to keep this going, Drew. We're like an hour and 20 minutes in, so we're gonna shut this down. So we
Yes,
appreciate
yes.
everybody tuning in. This was the Palace Podcast live show, man. Trying to get some. I'm having some computer memory problems, so I'm trying to get the other podcast pushed out, and then yeah, we're gonna go back to doing records. Hopefully get Blano back. We'll see though. I don't know. I mean, he's working a lot, so it might just be me and Drew from now on. We'll see.
We'll see.
Jinx. All right. We appreciate everybody tuning in, and peace out.